The most delicious food in Chicagoland. It's piled high.
This sandwich tear your heart out.
And pizza pot pies.
I've seen people pick it up and eat the whole thing.
All in one place. Plus brunch, killer chilaquiles, and the Chicago-style lobster roll.
It's nothing like a Maine lobster roll. It tastes so much like a hot dog.
We have the food, you bring the appetite.
Where else can you find something like this in the city?
This is Bite Size Chicago.
Hey everyone, welcome to Bite Size Chicago, the best food in and around Chicagoland. And I hope you're hungry because today we're taking you to 9 spots. On tap, a sandwich so big it can't even fit in your mouth. Also, have you ever heard of a pizza pot pie? You will. We're going to an underground tiki bar, tasting some Chinese street food, and a lot more. Speaking of Asian food, we're going to start the show with sushi that looks like a piece of art. Jesse Kirsch has the story.
I've never really been to a place that has made it look so good.
We are on Chicago Avenue itself, and we're about to eat some sushi. I can't even figure out how they make these plates. It's literally art right in front of you. It's gonna take a lot of willpower to finally give in and smear the sushi all over that sauce.
Deleted.
Is drawing on the plates a common thing?
No, like traditionally, sushi is just like simple fish and rice, wasabi and ginger.
That is a mountain of wasabi, and I can smell it from across the room.
But we're just trying to develop it into something fancier or like
I like that
crazier.
fancier. That's the word. Crazy is a good word too. I mean, it's bonkers when you look at it.
I want to amaze people and like people love art. We just want to share that and want to have fun here. We started off with just 3 sauce, very simple, adoring, and now we just transform it to like something else, like dragon, rainbows, seahorse.
It's nuts.
Right.
I mean, I look at these plates and I'm like, how did they do that? And do I really have to ruin it? They're not prepping these overnight. You order it, and that's when they make the plate.
Right.
Come on. Is there a stencil?
No.
Is there a template on the plate?
No.
Is there any kind of cheat sheet?
No, she cheat for sure.
I couldn't do this in an hour if I tried. Hopefully the tastes live up to how it looks.
Phone eats first, right?
Phone is first, for sure.
We've talked all about the art and
Right.
the vibe. Let's talk about the food itself. You use yuzu,
Right.
which is the citrus fruit, in the sauces for your sushi. So what do you think makes your sushi rolls stand out from every other sushi restaurant out there?
We kind of like fusion between Japanese and other country. Our sushi is flavorful. It's not just like plain sushi. Jalapeno mayo, chili oil on the top, and we cut fresh every day.
The thing about the sushi restaurant that really struck me was the amount of fish they were able to fit in the sushi.
I'm sorry that I have to do this, but it must be done.
Yeah,
Boy.
1, 2, 3.
Oh gosh.
That's really good.
That is so smooth. Oh wow. There's some kick.
Ton of flavors, just kind of goes together. I have no regrets at all ruining the artwork. It's just...
Do I have any chance of being able to draw one of these myself?
You can try.
I barely passed art class in school.
How do you do this so fast?
Nobody.
Boom, there we go.
From raw fish to cooked fish, of course, Chicago is known for its hot dogs. But one place has taken the lobster roll and given it the Chicago dog treatment. Take a look.
With the hardcore lobster roll purists, we often catch a scoff, and with the people who are into just having some fun, they really get into it. Apparently it's nothing like a Maine lobster roll, and I've even heard that it shouldn't even be called a lobster roll. It tastes so much like a hot dog. My name is Mike Simmons, and I'm the chef owner at Cafe Marie-Jeanne. Cafe Marie-Jeanne is an all-day cafe in Humboldt Park. We specialize in breakfast, lunch, and dinner, house-made breads and pastries, smoked meats and fishes, and all of our food has a very strong French influence. Chicago style lobster roll is a take on my very favorite food of all time, which is a Chicago style hot dog. Dragged through the garden on a poppy seed bun. It's like the one thing I crave the most. So first we got our roll here. We make these in-house, little brioche, poppy seed, split the top and butter it and toast it really well. So we've got our lobster, which has been smoked, warmed up in a little coriander and black pepper butter, and that gives it that hot dog flavor. Now we're gonna go with our tomatoes, and they gotta be visible. That's like Chicago hot dog 101. Classic Chicago style neon relish. There's nothing else that's this color of green. A little fresh diced onion, just a little snake of spicy mustard, a whole pickle spear, the shishitos, which we make like sport peppers. Finish it off with a healthy dusting of celery salt. It's smoky and buttery, a little bit spicy and a little bit pickly, and very messy and juicy with all of the toppings. It's just kind of a fun experience, and it's not really like anything else you can eat anywhere else.
Buyer beware, you'll need 2 people to eat this sandwich,
All I can tell you is enjoy yourself.
plus the flower shop that doubles as a brunch destination.
Our slogan is eat, drink, and smell the flowers.
Hey, welcome back to Bite Size Chicago. I'm Ryan Cheverini. I'm at the Palace Grill, one of my absolute favorite spots in the city. Take a look at this club sandwich. I'm gonna dig into that thing. Speaking of sandwiches, this next spot might have the biggest sandwich in the city. Take a look.
Oh my God, their eyes, they get big. They don't know what to do, you know. Oh, what did I order? They just go crazy for it. Outrageous. It's huge. This sandwich will tear your heart out. Who's hungry? Yes, sir. My name is Ernest Ford, and I am the sandwich guy at Perry's Deli. Sandwiches, anyone, sandwiches. Perry's Deli has been around for 33 years.
Can I help? Who's next?
We have sandwiches, smoky Bernstein, that are our favorite. Perry's favorite for the young lady. And we have the Big Galoo, which is the caveat emptor. One of the #1 sandwiches right here. It is a buyer's beware, believe me. And that's what caveat emptor means, buyer's beware. Get the rye bread. You get 3 slices of rye. It's the best time to come is on rye. This is the Russian, our house dressing. This is what makes the sandwich. I've seen people eat this like soup, right out of the cup, man. Tomatoes, turkey, Swiss cheese, right on top. Now you get roast beef, another slice of Swiss. Second layer comes, coming over to the corned beef, goes on the turkey, that's just the middle part. Now, Munster cheese. You have your lettuce, drop it right on top. Third layer, goes right on top, and we're ready to cut. And that, my friend, is magic. Let you open the inside, and there's your meats. All I can tell you is enjoy yourself. This is the sandwich to have. Napkins for the mess. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you again, okay? Take it easy.
All right, we're gonna stick with sandwiches for just a minute. And one spot just west of the city has been slinging sandwiches for the past 15 years. This is Schmaltz Deli.
We ran it as a special a few times last winter. It was just selling so well, and now on the menu, it is a huge seller. Such a great twist on a grilled cheese sandwich.
Mesmerized.
I'm Howard Bender. I'm the CEO for Schmaltz Deli Markets, and we're located here in Naperville, Illinois. Schmaltz is almost 14 years old now, and it's the quintessential New York-style Jewish deli with big overstuffed sandwiches, classic Jewish recipes from matzo ball soup to corned beef and the pastrami. In this day and age, we have a crowd and a community that really needs a fast lunch.
Ordering! Ordering! Ordering!
We're screaming the sandwich orders down the line.
Ron, are you Jeff?
Our customers call it a circus. It's running its own race. It's doing its own thing.
Stuffed grilled cheese! Stuffed grilled cheese!
This is the stuffed grilled cheese.
So a stuffed grilled cheese, we use challah bread, and challah is a really great egg bread, toasted on both sides. And then we use Wisconsin sharp cheddar cheese, a little bit of mayonnaise. We put 2 potato pancakes on there and get those really nice and crispy too. And then we put almost 5 ounces of beef bacon, Schmaken, certified Angus beef brand Schmaken. And that is a killer sandwich. For those that like the beef bacon, crispy potato pancakes and the toasted bread, it's got all of those great flavors in it. It really is a huge sandwich. It's very schmaltzy.
From omelets to orchids, we'll take you inside this hidden gem next.
People think this feels like Paris.
And later, pizza pot pie.
Huh? People wait hours to eat this stuff.
We'll tell you where to dig in.
Hey, welcome back to Bite Size Chicago. I'm Ryan Cheverini. We're just a couple of blocks from iconic Wrigley Field, and we're in front of one of our favorite hidden gems. This is a real flower shop that also serves a really incredible brunch.
Sometimes people think, oh, this feels like Paris or whatever, a little country somewhere. So it kind of adds that little extra bit of, I like to call it secret garden kind of thing, you know. There, that's just a little pretty bouquet, a little bit of everything. My name is Betsy. I'm the owner of the Flower Flat. It's in the north side of Chicago in Lakeview. Our slogan is, eat, drink, and smell the flowers. Voila. The Flower Flat is a flower shop cafe. We do flowers. We take orders for weddings, special occasions, any kind of flower arranging that you need, or just take away flower bouquets. At the same time, we do food, breakfast, lunch. We have waffles, scrambled eggs, sandwiches. People in Chicago love brunch. Toast this down. The space itself is different here. It lends itself to the garden cafe theme. Obviously, it's in a garden apartment, and it looks out onto the street, and the ivy in the summertime. And with the flowers, it made sense. I love the flower side of the business because I totally think the flowers brighten the place. It brings outside in. People are smiling at the flowers, you know. They think, oh, I'll grab a little bouquet and take it home, you know, and brighten up my apartment. They just sort of add an element to this little unique place that make it an extra little fun thing. You just want to sit down and read the paper and enjoy breakfast.
We never wanted to do just your run-of-the-mill baseball nachos, even though they are delicious. We really wanted to do something that was a little bit different than everybody else. People absolutely love them. They're spicy, cheesy, everything you want in nachos, but they're more interesting in my mind. Big Star is a Mexican street food, whiskey swilling honky-tonk located on Chicago's west side. We're really known for tacos, rare, hard to get whiskey selection. Cheers. And also our awesome agave selection, tequilas, mezcals, up until 2 o'clock in the morning, so very popular. Chilaquiles is an old school Mexican dish. Fried tortilla chips that are cooked down in salsa. With Big Star hot chips, we wanted to have something that crosses that line. It all starts with the tortilla chips. They're actually thicker than your normal tortilla chips. And the next step is the tomato arbol salsa. A little bit of queso cotija, diced white onion. We're gonna toss them. Cooked black beans, a little bit more white onion. Queso cotija, because you can't have enough cheese on nachos. Add a little bit of Oaxacan crema. Then if you want to add a little bit of guacamole to your hot chips, just ask your server. Shredded radish. Last but not least, we add a little bit of cilantro. Nachos are one of my top 5 foods, and most people think I'm crazy because of that. But if you really think about it, nachos are texturally amazing. It's salty, it's gooey. It's a really easy way to actually layer flavors. I love nachos.
I'm very excited.
Yes, Jianbing.
I'm very happy because this is like very authentic and very niche traditional Chinese style of food.
My name is Yihan Su. I'm one of the owners of GN at Friends Market in Chicago. I want to introduce jianbing to everyone. It's one of the most popular Chinese food in China. We call it jianbing guozi in Chinese.
I lived in Hangzhou for 5 years. You could find it on the streets, and it's a typical breakfast that I often had.
Just remind me of my hometown cooking.
Since we are the first jianbing house in Chicago, so many Chinese people get very excited when they see our store.
Jianbing is kind of like a crepe, but it's Chinese. You make a thin pancake, you put an egg on one side.
Green onion, sesame seed, and then here's our secret recipe, home paste.
Then you put all the inserts like fried dough, lettuce.
They have like different variety of selection.
Pork, Angus beef, Hakka style chicken, bacon cheese with avocado, and tofu jianbing for the vegetarian.
It's delicious, I love it.
Well, it's really savory, so it's not sweet like a pancake or a crepe. You can fold it up and you can eat it with your hands.
Because all the combination of savory, sweet, it's easy and tastes amazing. I believe you may fall in love with first bite.
Well, we've eaten a lot of food so far, so we got a good base going, and you're gonna need it if you decide to have cocktails at this place. They are strong, tropical, and everything is made from scratch. And it's a hidden gem down this little alley. Here's 3 dots and a dash, Jesse Kirsch.
What is this place?
Tropicalia Modern.
It's great drinks, great shots.
Tonight, we're going tropical. I've got my floral print here. We're ready to go. And this isn't the kind of place you just walk right into. Normally, I would not recommend walking down a random alley, but for these cocktails, it's worth it.
I'm Kevin Beery, and this is 3 Dots and a Dash.
It's supposed to be a celebration. We're taking after, many legendary tiki bars that were created sort of this amalgamation of various Asian and Caribbean cultures. It's all in one way or another made up into this fantasy tropical world with strong drinks and good times. Every juice is fresh pressed. Every other accompanying item is scratch made.
Here, cheers.
Oh, boom. And then there's a lot of strong spice components in tiki cocktails, so really taking the time to craft syrups and cordials that show those ingredients well.
So far, it's pretty awesome. Great decor. The drinks look 10 out of 10. I'm drinking the Cobra's Fang.
Shots to puss.
Let's do a 3 Dots and a Dash.
All right.
Our namesake cocktail.
That would be a good place to start.
Absolutely. Rum agricole from Martinique with a aged rum from Guyana. And then we have lime, orange, falernum, and allspice. I'm gonna make a Kuikawa for you, sort of along the lines of a daiquiri. So we're taking a really great 18-year-old aged Panamanian rum, blending that with fresh lime juice and a kumquat cordial. And then that whole concoction is served over a bed of Japanese shaved ice that is frozen together with cold-pressed pineapple juice. We have a blended combination of column still aged Panamanian rum with lime, honey, and mint. And then, in a somewhat untraditional manner, we'll top with a healthy portion of green chartreuse.
The drinks are strong and delicious.
I like the fact that we're downstairs, like in the basement of something.
You roll up to this place, a lot of people are gonna have trouble finding it.
Yeah, we are a bit of the hidden gem.
And I looked, I'm like, Ed. He's like, yes, opens the door for me, and in we come.
It's not just the flavors in here. It's everything you're holding, it's everything you're looking at, right?
Sure. So many of our mugs are custom ceramics. Between mugs and glassware, there's 26 different vessels.
And there's only 2 of us, but I was told that the treasure chest is something to be had.
We want this really impactful, beautiful cocktail to arrive at your table, and yourself and your friends really dive right into this thing.
You hear that? It's bubbling.
Where else can you find something like this in the city?
Up next, Chicago is famous for its pizza, but there's only one spot you can grab this pie.
People will come far and wide to have the pizza pot pie.
Well, of course, everyone knows Chicago is known for its deep dish pizza, but there's only one place that we know of that's making it in the form of a pot pie. Yes, they are, and yes, it's delicious. Chicago Pizza and Oven Grinder Company, and Jesse Kirsch has the story.
It's cold, it's rainy, it's just really gross out, which means I'm in a mood to eat some pizza. We're going to a place that is legendary in Chicago's Lincoln Park neighborhood. People wait hours to eat this stuff, and you're about to find out why.
We're at Chicago Pizza and Oven Grinder Company. It's been here since 1972.
This is a very unconventional thing that you guys do here.
The original owner, he was trying to think of a new way to serve pizzas, and the whole restaurant idea was kind of built around that idea. If you came in 30 years ago and you come in tomorrow, you're going to get the exact same thing. We start out with a brick cheese, and then we add whole fresh mushrooms, and then we put in our homemade sauce. We have a meat sauce and a vegetarian sauce. The meat sauce has a lean ground pork sausage in it that we make ourselves. It's our own recipe. Onions, green peppers, tomatoes, garlic. And then we put the dough on top, which is a triple raised Sicilian bread type dough. It makes it nice and light. It rises in the oven, so it's a nice little dome. And when you flip it over and you eat it with the pizza, it's still got a crispness to it, but it's also soft inside.
Crust is still pretty tough and firm, which is awesome.
Yeah.
You've learned fork and knife.
It's definitely a more knife and fork pizza, but I've seen people pick it up and eat the whole thing. So people are like, what are you doing to our food?
We like the theater of it.
No, come on. All right, this part's ridiculous. Boom! Boom! Yeah! Yes! Wow!
I mean, you could spend an hour just talking about that salad. Where did we come up with that thing?
And it really works. I mean, the meatballs are all homemade. The sausage is all homemade. The dressings, either mixed or individually, are magic.
This is for 4 to 6 people or one Jesse. That's a good artichoke.
The Mediterranean bread is one of our most popular items. Brush with the oil, Romano cheese mixed with our special Italian seasoning, which has dried onions and dried peppers and dried red peppers and oregano and basil, and everything is in there. People will come far and wide to have the pizza pot pie.
Well, that's going to do it for Bite Size Chicago. If you want to see any of these stories again, just go to localish.com. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. I'm Ryan Cheverini. We'll see you next time.